Evening, and thank you all for being with us tonight. I am Cedric Singletary, Director of Admissions here at Clinton College, and we are so excited to share with you our live virtual Ask Academics segment. In true Clinton fashion, we want to make sure that we remove any barrier preventing a student from getting their education. And so that's what we are continuing to do throughout these difficult times. So, throughout the program, you'll have the opportunity to hear from our department chairs in our Office of Academics, and they will answer your questions here tonight. So, make sure you are following us on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel, and you can post your questions in that chat live. And at the end of this broadcast, we will answer those questions for you. I do want to take the opportunity to introduce to you tonight our Director of Clinton Global, Dr. Glenda Brown. Dr. Brown, thank you for being with us this evening.
Thank you so much. It's so nice. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. And later on in the broadcast, you all will have an opportunity to hear from Dr. Brown, and she will explain a little bit about our Clinton Global platform. Thank you again, Dr. Brown.
Thank you.
We also have with us our Dean of Academics, Dr. Alvin McLam. Dr. McLam, thank you for being with us also.
Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And later on in the broadcast, Dr. McLam will talk a little bit about our academic programs and introduce our academic chairs. So in true Clinton fashion, we cannot move forward without having the opportunity of showing our beautiful campus. So sit back and enjoy this video.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alvin McLam, and I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Academic Dean here at Clinton College. The Office of Academic Affairs supports the academic programs at Clinton, and through a select group of faculty and professional staff, we are here to make sure that you are successful on your academic journey. We want to make sure that you have a memorable experience while reaching your goal of earning a degree in one of our either on-ground or online programs. We offer both the associate and the bachelor's degree program in several different areas. Let me take a moment and introduce our department chairs as I also introduce these programs. We have 3 bachelor degree programs that we offer here at Clinton. We have the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration that is run by Dr. Willie Graham. We have our Bachelor of Science in Biology that is run by Dr. Edward Smith. The Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies is run by Dr. Reginald Broadnax. We also have 5 degree programs that are at the associate's level. The Associate of Science in Business Administration is run by Dr. Corey Fair. The Associate of Science in Natural Science is also run by Dr. Edward Smith. The Associate of Arts in Religious Studies is also run again by Dr. Reginald Broadnax. The Associate of Arts in Early Childhood is run by Dr. Thomas Moore. The Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts is run by Mrs. Pauline Brown. And we also have a new program that we just started this year. It is the Department of Music, and that's run by Dr. Tony McNeil. From the Business and Religious Studies program, we are also working on a certificate program where you're able to take from 12 to 18 credit hours and receive a certificate in a specialized area in either business or religious studies. And also for the first time this year, we offer an associate program in business and religious studies. That is our online program, and it is 100% online. The online program is run by Dr. Glenda Brown, and you will hear from her, as said earlier. You will hear from her later. These professors are here this evening, and they're going to give you a little bit about their department, about their program, and we're going to start with Ms. Pauline Brown and the Department of Liberal Arts.
Thank you, Dr. McLam. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Department of Liberal Arts. Here you can receive an associate degree in liberal arts after 2 years. This program is where you will find your general education classes, which all students take regardless of which major you're in. If you're a student who is undecided coming in, you would come into the liberal arts department. And of course, you take your general education classes like your English and your math and your computer and of course, freshman seminar. Also, if you are an undecided student, this is where you would also come because this is where you would start. And then out of this program, hopefully, once you get a taste of some of the electives that are offered in this area, then you probably will find where you want to go in terms of furthering your studies for the bachelor's degree. Now you can of course get just an associate degree, but for many of you, if you're going on to bachelor's degree, then you would start here and then go on to the bachelor's program. There are many classes, many choices, especially in the electives, where it would give you a taste of what all we offer here at Clinton College. At this time, I will introduce Dr. Willie Graham, and he will tell you more about his department. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Brown. I am Dr. Willie Graham, and I am the department chair for the Business Administration program at Clinton College. We have the Bachelor in Science program. We also have the Associate in Business program. We have amazing professors who are on hand to help you and guide you through your college career. We have courses in the field of finance, in the field of statistics. We have courses in the field of management, marketing, business law, and many other courses that will excite you and spur your interest. We have these courses can lead you into amazing career in insurance and banking and investment and other things that you may desire to go into. It can also lead you into the field of law if you want to look at corporate law. This is a beginning for you, beginning of greatness, and your time here at Clinton College will be very rewarding with caring professors and people who look after you and make sure that your best interests are kept at hand. So at this time, I want to say thank you for tuning in with us. And now I introduce you to Dr. Broadnax.
Dr. Broadnax, I believe we're having some technical difficulties here. We cannot hear your audio.
Yes.
There we go.
All right. Again, thank you, Dr. Graham, and I'm Dr. Reginald Broadnax, Chair of the Department of Religious Studies here at Clinton College. We're happy to have all of you join us this evening. The Department of Religious Studies is a program designed to understand what religion is, how religion is practiced, and how religion functions, both as a tradition and how religion functions within the society. We offer courses in religion, in history, theology, ethics, philosophy, and we have a particular function, or particular focus, I should say, particular focus on African American religion and African American studies. Of course, we offer both the associate's degree and the bachelor's degree in religious studies. And depending on which degree program you are in, your associate's degree is a 2-year degree. The bachelor's program is a 4-year degree. And depending on which program you're in will be the scope of your courses, which we could discuss at a later time. If you're at all interested in religious studies, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have and be glad to talk with you further. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Thomas Moore.
Thank you, Dr. Broadnax. I heard you. Yes, I'm Dr. Thomas Moore, and I teach early childhood courses. And what happens in our courses, we do examine what is going on with children. And we learn about their social, their emotional, their physical, and their cognitive development. And really look into how children are learning how to do things. Helping them develop their social and emotional skills. And if we can help them do that, then we'll have less children fighting each other, helping them to pay attention to what it is that we have to share, but also we need to pay attention to who they are. I think it's very interesting throughout my life. I have gone to church, but I never thought about the fact that God sent God's son as an infant for maybe a reason that's beyond our understanding. How can someone so small be equipped to do so many things? And so as we pay attention to who children are, we learn how to create environments that are friendly to all children. And also, we have well-trained teachers. We want teachers to have the trainings and the understandings of what has happened before, what we have learned, what those who have studied in this profession, what those have learned about how children grow and develop. And what we try to do is also to engage the student, to get the students into being creative themselves, to examine their creative abilities. We have a course on creative activities, and in that course, we introduce a lot of the children's songs and the dances that children do as well. So I'd like to now pass it on to a very creative person, Dr. Tony McNeil.
Good evening, future Golden Bears of Clinton College. My name is Dr. Tony McNeil. I serve as the chairman of the Department of Music. I am here to express my excitement for your interest in our institution as well as our department. The Department of Music is the newest academic department on campus. We are very young and are growing and hoping to expand even more. I invite you, regardless of your major, to come and be a part of the Department of Music. Currently, we have the college choir, and we also have a drum line. I want to invite all of you who are instrumentalists, if you're vocalists, if you dance, if you do anything in the arts, please let us know. We'd love to talk with you about how your gifts and talents can be used here at Clinton College. I serve as the choir director on campus. And so one of the things that I'd like to make you aware of is our college choir. We have auditions at the beginning of every semester, and we welcome you to participate. Stay tuned to our social media platforms for details around auditions. And for students who show exceptional promise in the auditions, instrumentalists and vocalists, we have scholarship opportunities for you. So I invite you to let us know your interests. If you sing, if you play an instrument, please be in contact with me. My email address and telephone number are listed at the bottom of the screen here. Don't hesitate to call me. I'd love to speak with you and let you know all of the things that we have in store for our Department of Music. Thank you for your interest and for your time. I now want to turn it over to our dynamic director of admissions, Mr. Cedric Singletary.
Thank you, Dr. McNeil, and thank you to all of our department chairs for joining us and sharing that wealth of knowledge with our future Golden Bears. Now, everything you've heard tonight is wonderful and it's great, but there is a step that you must take in order to reap the benefits of what you've heard tonight, and that is simply going online and filling out your online college application. And you can find that application at www.clintoncollege.edu. You can see that address at the bottom of the screen, www.clintoncollege.edu. We are excited to have you start your future here at Clinton College. So I do want to keep my promise and invite Dr. Glenda Brown to join me, and she will talk about our Clinton Global Learning Platform.
Thank you, Mr. Singletary, once again. And I'd like to just ask you a couple of questions. Do you have a desire to complete your academic program? Maybe you started one years ago? Or are you looking for a quality accelerated online program? Well, you know what? Clinton College, Clinton Global Program is for you. It could be for you. And if you have any questions about the online program, please put your questions in the chat box, and we are here tonight to answer those questions. And again, just like Mr. Singletary stated, apply tonight. I'm adding tonight. Apply tonight at www.clintoncollege.edu. And now you'll hear from our own Dr. Angeline Brown. Dr. Brown?
Good evening. We are so excited that each of you all are joining us today for our very first Ask Academics. One of the things I wanted to share with you, we've been around since 1894. Just think about that. 1894. That's how long we've kept our commitment to serving our students, and we would keep it with you as well. You've heard from some dynamic department chairs who are here, eager, excited. They are experienced and ready to serve you. All of our faculty and staff are committed to providing an exceptional educational experience for you so that whatever career you choose, whatever path you choose in the workforce, you would be prepared to be a leader, to make a mark, to leave your footprint in that particular area. We are so excited. We can't wait to be a part of your educational journey. We're committed to your success. Like I always say, the only person missing right now from Clinton is you. We understand that education is life-changing. It's a life-changing experience. Becoming a part of our Clinton College family is a life-changing experience. And everyone that you heard from tonight can shape your life so that you can go on and do great things. So again, we cannot wait to hear from you. Put your questions in the chat box. Make sure that once you get off, if you haven't already done so, we want to make sure that you apply. www.clintoncollege.edu. Again, don't miss out on a wonderful education that we can provide for you. Every single one of us is here to serve you, and we're committed to your success. So at this point, I want to turn it back over to our wonderful admissions director, Mr. Cedric Singletary.
Thank you, Dr. Brown, and thank you to everyone who felt the need to comment on our social media platforms. We are excited to hear from you. So now, as promised, we are going to do our live question and answer segment. So if I can get all of our participants back to the stage, we want to bring everyone back so we can answer the questions that our speaker students have posed to us. And I'm excited to say that we did have a few questions coming through. But
Yeah.
before we go to the question and answer piece, we have one of our department chairs who was experiencing a little technical difficulty, but it's normal in the economy and the society that we're living in now. Everything is virtual. So Dr. Smith, our department chair of natural science biology, could not be on with us this evening. So Dr. McLam, if you can give us just a little bit of information about our natural sciences department.
Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Love to. I'd like to just talk real briefly about Dr. Smith's program. I'm sorry he was not able to make it, but he'll be here to answer questions maybe later on if you want to contact him online, or you want to just try to reach out to someone. We'll certainly be glad to answer any questions that you have. But he's over the STEM department, and that is our science, technology, engineering, and math department. There are two programs. We have the associate program in natural science. That is somewhat of a prerequisite program. You can get your associate's degree, and then you can go on to get a higher degree, a bachelor's, maybe in nursing or some other area in which you might be interested in. But the natural science gives you more of a prerequisite or format for going on and continuing your education. Also, we have our bachelor's program. That is a 4-year program where you are able to earn a degree in not natural science, but in biology. And so we have both of those programs. Dr. Smith, and he has other faculty that are here to help you, and they are very eager to work with you in the area that you would like to go in. So if you're interested in our science program or in our STEM program, we certainly welcome you to come and be a part of that program.
Thank you for that, Dr. McLam. So now let's get down to the live Q&A portion. I have a student here that sent me a personal question. Well, it's on our Facebook page, actually. And Dr. Glenda Brown, I'm going to send this one to you. They're asking, are there degree programs for elders, such as a remote learning? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Absolutely. As you've heard from our department chairs, we have 2 academic programs, religious studies and business administration. And so for elders, I believe the religious studies program would be for you. And so the department chair of that department can give you more information about the different courses that are in that particular conglomerate. But yes, for elders, yes, we want you.
Thank you, Dr. Glenda Brown. Thank you. We do have another question. Dr. Angelin Brown, I'm going to send this one to you. We have a question on our Facebook chat. For those who are taking classes online, are we allowed to utilize the campus amenities such as the library? I know we're navigating this COVID-19. Dr. Brown, can you talk a little bit about how we are supporting students?
Yes, sure. Thank you. Unfortunately, our campus is closed due to COVID, and that's because safety is always first. However, you do have access to our virtual library. You would have access to our virtual library. And once you become a student, you will be given access to that virtual library. Also, our learning platform that we use, our learning management system that we use is Brightspace. So you definitely would have access to a library. It will be our virtual library, which holds, as you know, countless thousands of periodicals, books, and things that you can access even beyond what our library actually holds, because at that point, you have access to all of the virtual resources that are out there. So hopefully that answered your question. Thank you so much, Mr. Coffey. We appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you. That was a really great question. That was a really
Yeah,
great
wow.
question. Thank you, Dr. Brown. So I do have another question here, and this is for our Department of Business Administration, Dr. Graham. Have a student that has received her cosmetology license and certificate, but she wants to open up her own salon. Her question is, would you recommend her coming on campus to get an associate's in business administration or a bachelor's?
Great question. Definitely, social degree in business would be a way to start. But as I tell all students, in the world that we live in today, with so much competition, I certainly recommend that you do get your bachelor's degree. But we welcome you also to get your associate degree. It will do a lot of great things for you. It will teach you not only how to market your business and manage it, but it will also teach you in the areas of managing that business to the point of understanding the accounting of it, understanding the tax structure, whether you're going to be a sole proprietorship, whether you want to look at being an LLC or a corporate entity, and so set up as a corporation. So we certainly look for all those things to be going on in business, and Clinton College will provide that for you. We'll provide the area in financing that you will often need for your business. Where do you find the money, and how those process will work for you? So certainly in the area of cosmetology, many have began to understand that in that business, as well as many businesses, you want to create the best opportunity for yourself, but also for those customers that you serve. So it'd be a great process for you.
Thank you, Dr. Graham. So I want to speak on something Dr. Angelin Brown mentioned. You said that because we are working virtually because of COVID-19, and we have Brightspace, which is one of the learning platforms. Dr. Alvin McLam, as a Dean of Academics, can you talk to us and give us a little information about that Brightspace platform, and maybe Cengage that's a part of the academic process?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Mr. Singletary. COVID-19 changed everything for us. When we ended the school year back in March, we were trying to figure out how we were going to get started for the fall semester. And thanks to our president, Dr. McCorn, he introduced us to a learning platform called Brightspace. Brightspace is actually a very, very robust learning management system. And in that system, what we're able to do, the students are able to come online. They're able to have a virtual chat with their professor. The professor can upload their programs. They can upload different things through Brightspace. Everything that the students are doing now, because we had to go to this virtual learning environment, we're doing through this learning management system called Brightspace. So lectures can be put on Brightspace. They put their exams on Brightspace, all of the assignments, and students are actually able to converse one with another. So as I said, it's a very, very robust program. And this program enables the teachers to continue, the professors to continue to teach at a very, very high level. They're able to engage the students. And also, along with Brightspace, we also brought in another program called Cengage. Cengage, and I know the question was asked of Dr. Brown concerning the virtual library. We do have the virtual library, but every student who signs on to our what we call our BEAR program, or that is our own ground program that is now virtual, but everyone that is a part of that program will also have access to this Cengage. And Cengage has thousands of books that are available to the student, and other things that they offer in terms of writing papers and doing different things like that. Cengage is very, very good for you if you have to do a term paper. Whatever it is that you need between Brightspace and Cengage, you are able to get everything that you need as far as your learning and your engagement with the faculty.
Mhm.
Thank you for that, Dr. McLam. I'm so excited to share this information with the world because it shows that Clinton College is continuing to support our students even through such, hardships. And I think that's the message we wanted to convey tonight, to let students know that the Office of Academics, we are still here to support the student, to make sure that they have a great experience, although working remote. So thank you for talking about some of our virtual programs that still support the student outside of the classroom. I do have another question that came through, and this one is for Dr. Moore, and it's about becoming an elementary school teacher. We have a student that says, I want to become an elementary school teacher. How would the associate's degree assist me in obtaining that goal?
Mm.
We can get you started on looking at the child, the younger child. We do not prepare teachers, elementary school teachers, but we focus more on preschool education. And as you study the young child, it really prepares you for understanding what needs to happen as children grow older. We take time to look at children's play, what goes on when children are playing, and we value their play. And this also will happen as we look at older children, as they are involved in activities that are not specifically directed by the teacher. But what I would say is, if you would like to experience learning more about how learning occurs and how it begins, then early childhood is a great place to be a great place to learn more about how this whole thing of education, how important it is, how the people, as people are engaged with each other, how important it is for them to learn from each other.
Thank you, Dr. Moore, for that information. Thank you so much. Last question, and I want to make sure that everyone had an opportunity. I do have a question for Dr. Broadnax, as for our Department of Religious Studies. If I am coming into a Department of Religious Studies or religious program, will that program require me to become a minister afterwards?
No, it will not. The program is in religious studies, not necessarily ministry. So that if you're interested in areas like Christian education or just general interest in religious traditions, we have courses in both, so that you are not required to become a minister, but you may be interested in the area of religious studies, or in some area of the church, even church administration, which we also hold courses in. So that if you are a person of any particular religious tradition or background, we can have courses for you here at Clinton College.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up for Dr. Broadnax. Sorry, Dr. Brown.
Just before you sign off, Ms. Singletary, just one thing. One of the things that's unique to Clinton that we can't forget is that you mentioned it, Mr. Singletary, the School of Opportunity, that we've taken all the barriers down. And that's what makes us so unique, is that if you have the drive, then we give you the opportunity. And we do not require an SAT. We do not require an ACT, and there's no minimum GPA. What is required is your drive, your desire to go from being a student to a graduate. And that's what separates us from everyone else, is that we do not put roadblocks. We put stepping stones there for you. you know, and we want to make sure that we get that message across so that you know you have access to everything we've said today. Okay. And we're one of the most affordable schools. We are one of the most affordable schools in terms of whether you get your 2-year or 4-year degree. So I just wanted to make sure that all of our listeners understood that message today.
Absolutely. And that's the great thing about Clinton College. We are opening our doors to support students.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what is so critical, and especially in this society, is that students know they have a place where they can still be supported. And so I'm so grateful for having all of you join us tonight to talk about some of that information and share that with our viewers. So before we wrap up this evening, I want to open the floor. If any professor, if you have any parting words you want to share with our viewers, feel free to give us just a few minutes, just maybe a minute, just a minute, to share something with our viewers.
I like to state that this is Dr. Graham speaking again. I would like to state that many of our students in business have gone on to do a lot of great things. A lot of great colleges, once Clinton College has prepared them, they have gone on to great colleges, Morehouse, Hampton, Weber University, USC, amongst many other schools. But they can also state that they got their beginning, they got their start from Clinton College. We not only take an interest in your education, but we also take an interest in the individual person. We're here for your total well-being. Many of the student business have gone on to start clothing lines, funeral homes, amongst other businesses, and they're doing great. We're normally in contact with those individuals, and I welcome and invite everyone who have an interest in business to please stop by Clinton College and see what we can do for you.
Thank you for that, Dr. Graham. Thank you. We like I said, our doors swing on welcome hinges, and we want the opportunity to impact the next generation, and we welcome that. So thank you for sharing that.
I like to say that we are also family oriented.
Yeah.
My grandmother went to Clinton in the 1920s, and I always heard about Clinton and her churches, the churches that she went to, but also in the church that my father went to, they always talked about Clinton. And we need to be thinking about families, taking care of children, especially these days. Our children need our love. They need to know that they're safe. We need to keep them safe. We need to keep the older adults in our lives safe too. And all of this is a part of the educational process. It's not just about what happens in the books, but what happens with your book, what happens in your homes, what happens in your churches, what happens in the community, in the world also. We're all a part of God's family.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And thank you for that, Dr. Moore.
Yes.
I'd like to add.
I would like to
also, as Dr. Moore said, Clinton has been around for a long time. We're actually celebrating our 125th anniversary. We have been around for 125 years. We were founded by the AME Zion Church, the Methodist Church, and we've had 3 bishops or 3 students that started here at Clinton, and they actually went on to become bishops in our AME Zion Church. So we have been turning out some really quality leaders here at Clinton, and we continue to do so. And as Clinton is starting to grow, I believe that we're going to do even greater things here at Clinton as far as turning out great leaders. So we welcome you all to come and be a part of this institution.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. McLam. Dr. Pauline Brown, I think you wanted to say something.
I would like to speak to the student that is right now unsure about what you want to do. And maybe this is a small college, so maybe that's what you need, the small college. Not only are we a small college, but we are a family. And we nurture our students. We take care of them. We go beyond, over and above, making sure that you get what you need. Students who you might have graduated from high school and you say, well, I just barely made it through high school. Well, Clinton is the place for you. We will take you to that next step and take you to that level, and also help you to fulfill the dreams and the goals that you have for yourself. So I'm inviting you, if you are unsure, give Clinton College a try. Give us a chance and we will move you from one phase to the next. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And with that being said, I speak to all of our viewers. If you want to experience what you have just heard, that family atmosphere, that love, that support, that connecting, of course, the academics. If you want to experience that, remember, create your online application or fill out your online application, www.clintoncollege.edu. You do that tonight and you will start your future at Clinton College. We look forward to working with you, and we will see you all very soon. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.